So what I'm going to do, I'm going to type here sales today. Okay, sales today, and I'm going to press K. Okay, and I'm going to press shift and scale this up so that I can get almost like same font as this one. Okay, as you can see, guys. So what I'm going to do, I am going to what can we do so that this can be nice and neat? Okay, for now let's do it like this. Okay, so I can take one of the variants that we had. Where is the white one? Okay, no problem. We can press V from here and then we can choose the white one. I'm happy with this. We can take this one to here. Okay, as you can see, we've got our sales today and we've got this icon, and I'm happy with its size. So we've got now the first row. Okay, let's quickly make an auto layout of that row. This is already clicked, and this word is already clicked. Let's just be sure. As you can see, guys. Okay, so we are going to create an auto layout of this. Shift A, as you can see. So now this is an auto layout. Now the difference is, okay, let's just put this down a little bit. As you can see here, this text and this element, okay, they are more like centered. Okay, so now they don't look exactly like this one. As you can see, okay, this one, they are aligned top or something like that. So let's do that also here. So what we can do here, we can align these top, as you can see, so that this can be some sort of at the top. Okay, now as you can see, this is more or less like it. Okay, as you can see now, this is more or less like it. At least this is at the top there, but as you can see, this sales it's not like exactly at the top, which is not a problem. So what we can do, we can click here on the sales part. We can add an auto layout. Okay, let's add an auto layout on that one. Once we have an auto layout on here, we can come, this is the space, I don't want this, we can come on the horizontal padding. Okay, let's do the vertical padding because we want this part. Okay, let's see if we can increase the vertical padding. As you can see, guys, okay, it's moving because it's adding the padding on the top and at the bottom. Okay, which is what we want, because as you can see, guys, now it's exactly where it is, and our icon, it's exactly where it is. Okay, obviously one might feel like, Matthew, at this stage, why don't we add a box, okay, around these so that we can have also our what can I say, our orange background. Okay, just wait a little bit, okay, and see how are we going to do this one. Okay, we will get there. Okay, so now let's put our price. Where is the dollar? 120. Okay, and then I'm going to press K on the keyboard and scale this up. Okay, press K on the keyboard and scale this up. I'm happy with this. Okay, and then let me copy and paste. Okay, and then I am going to scale this down a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to type the star. Okay, updated every order success. Okay, as you can see, guys, and then we're going to take this to here, and I'm going to press V first, K to scale things. Okay, let me just show you why I'm pressing K instead. Okay, let me just show you here. Okay, let me make this visible, and then let me press V. As you can see, these are the details. Look, when it's V there, as you can see, it doesn't scale as I want, but when you press K, then it scales. Okay, I hope you've learned something. And then let's come here, and then let me scale and press shift at the same time. Okay, somewhat like it. Okay, so now we've got all our elements from the inside out approach. So we've got the content, the inside of the element, okay, of this card. Now what we want to do, we need to some sort of create now this overall card. Okay, so let me separate these so that you can see exactly what we did. Let me shift press let me shift and click here, and shift and click here, so that I can have all of them selected. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create an auto layout. Okay, I'm going to create an auto layout. As you can see, we've got an auto layout here. It looks like, okay, the distance, let me press V. It looks like the distance between these is not the same. Let me just check here. Okay, as you can see, guys, if I can, the auto layout will give an equal distance, okay, in all of these, of which it looks like the distance is not really the same. So what I'm going to do, let me first make an auto layout of this one and this one. Okay, now I'm going to use a shortcut, which is Shift A. Let me show you where it is. As you can see, guys, auto layout is Shift A. So next time I'm going to use that. That means we've got this and this one in the auto layout. And let's make the whole component 2 of these and this one. And I'm going to press Shift A. That means these are the auto layout. Okay. Why do I use auto layout? Okay, auto layout will help you in with a lot of things. Okay, let me just click undo here. As you can see, this was not exactly aligned with this one. Okay, but when I'm pressing auto layout, Shift A, as you can see, this quickly moved here, making sure that this is aligned. Okay, so these are the small things that you might miss if you are not using auto layout. Okay, so as you can see, guys, we've just got this as a layout. Now what can I do? Let me separate this so that you can see how are we going to add this. Okay, as you can see, guys, it doesn't have any background. What we are going to do, let's create an auto layout, meaning that let's just add an invisible container around this. Okay, Shift A, that means now we do have that container, and then let's give that container a color. Okay, let's go to fill and give that container a color of orange. Now, as you can see, guys, okay, now we've got the actual component. So this is the difference. We don't have an element, okay, that acts as a background. Okay, that acts as a background. No, we don't have that. Okay, we just have a composition of these elements. Okay, remember, this background doesn't exist as a standalone element, okay, graphic design element or graphic element like a box. Okay, it just symbolizes that it's a combination of these. So I think we can call this composition. Okay, this really represents composition. Okay, so let's make sure this looks like this one. And also, if you are transitioning to the web design and development, you will then get to understand why this composition is important, because now what you can do, this talk to the actual design, because in design, which is in web design or in mobile design, we've got the styles, the CSS styles, which there we've got some padding and all those things, of which that you will then understand why things are done that way. So what we can do from here, guys, let's just quickly change the color to be different a little bit. We will come back to it. Let's make it green, and then we can come here. Okay, and then what we are going to do, okay, let me first remove the color. Okay, I'm happy with this. It looks like everything is aligning. And then what we can do, you see that layout, we can now scratch this to here, as you can see, and scratch this one to here. Okay, as you can see, and move this one up to here. Okay, and also move this one up to here. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, and then obviously these have moved, and you see things have shifted. That's not much of a problem. Let's work on this layout, okay, which is the actual layout. Okay, let's work on its padding and all other things. Number one, as you can see, the alignment of this layout, it's top left. Okay, let's make it center first. As you can see, now that we have aligned everything center, it looks like things are moving closer to where they are supposed to be. Remember, here we are some sort of modeling the actual design, okay, the one that we took from Dribble. Okay, if our auto layout gave us this, even though it's not in position, I am happy with it. Okay, I am happy with it as long everything aligns perfectly. And then from there, we can give this a color. Okay, let's give this a color, which is the orange color, or let's give it a different color. so that we can see. Okay, and then let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, I don't see what I was hoping to see, not a problem. Then let's go to that auto layout. Let's go here, okay, to the radius, and let's just make it 20. Okay, as you can see, let's make it 15. I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. Then let's take this to here. Okay, as you can see, guys, now we've got this. Okay, but let's make it look exactly like that one. Let's change the color from here. Let's make it orange. Okay, as you can see, guys, we've just got this component working from the inside out principle. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this execution, but what we can do, we can just change the radius to 10. Okay, to make sure that it's not that it's a bit sharp a little bit. I'm happy with this. And then now let's see if we were to create let me delete this. Okay, do I have any other component here? Let me delete this. Let me delete this. Now look at how simple this is going to be. Okay, let's say now we want to create these 3 different cards. Okay, look at how simple it's going to be. I'm going to copy this as it is, and then what I'm going to do, if I'm looking for the green one, okay, I can change this. I can change this to white. Okay, happy with that. And then I can change this, the icon. Okay, even though you don't see it now, I'm in that icon. As you can see, let's see, where is the variant option? As you can see, we can choose green here. We want the green one, as you can see, guys, and then we can just change these. Okay, what we can do, let me just click on this component and look for all the colors that are involved in here. As you can see, white is part of it, so let's change that white to not as a background. Okay, not as a background, I think this white. Okay, as you can see, guys, so that white for the text has been changed to black. Okay, let's see what else is there. Obviously there are some different text here. Okay, that's not much of a problem, but what I wanted to show you, okay, what I wanted to show you is how easy now it is to create some variations. Okay, so from here I will challenge you to create what can I say, reusable components, okay, of this card, whereby you can just copy and paste this and you can change from here to all of these using the same techniques that we did here. The reason why I'm not going to do that, I want the course or the tutorial not to be longer. I was just giving you the approach, okay, so that maybe if we want to dive deep into it, you can even make your own research on the internet or on YouTube, but at least now you get the idea of how components can be reusable. Okay, let's see, looks like my battery is running low. Let me just check something here in case there might be Wi-Fi around. Looks like there is a Wi-Fi now. Okay, not a problem, I will connect later. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, we are done with this. Okay, so let's see and measure our progress. Okay, so we've got this and we can create these 3 variants. I'm happy with it. Okay, we're not going to get into some sort of super details about it. Okay, it's like strict components. At least you know now how to create a component and its own variants. Okay, that means we've got this. I'm happy with this. So let's try to progress in a way. Okay, it's little by little or slowly but surely. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this component, okay, the one that we created, I'm going to move it here. Okay, when I'm moving it here, I'm just gonna press K, and then I'm gonna press Shift at the same time and scale it down. Okay, and scale it down so that it can look more or less like the size of this one. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then let's check the width of this one. The width, yes. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this one And then I'm going to, where is the proportion? I want to lock the proportion. Okay, I'm supposed to have, let me change it and see. Okay, as you can see, it doesn't change proportionally. Okay, that's not much of a problem. What I'm going to do, I can just remove this one. Not much of a problem. And then I'm going to duplicate this, Control CV. Okay, as you can see, here is a copy. Okay, let me just start with the bottom one. Okay, so the difference here is the text. Okay, so let's just change the text here, plus 2.118%. Okay, and then we're going to change that color to green. Okay, and we're going to change this one to more orders. I apologize about that, to more orders than usual. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, and then what else? Let me change okay, let me just double click here. Okay, let me look what are the colors which are here. There is a black color, white color here, which I can change it to black. Okay, let's see, which I can change it to black. I'm happy with that. Also this one I can change it to black. Okay, can also change this one to black. I'm happy with that. And then we can take this component and change it to a black variation, as you can see, guys. And then I can change the background color to white. Okay, I'm happy with this, as you can see. So now what we can do, okay, this it's total orders. Okay, total orders. Okay, as you can see, guys, that's a problem right there, but we will fix it. Okay, so as you can see, as I'm typing, this is moving up and down, of which that's a problem. We need to fix that. Okay, okay, not a problem. We will see how we'll fix it. And then here, let's just type 102. Okay, I'm happy with everything except that this moves. Okay, let's just quickly change the background color to any color, let's say this one, so that we can see what's going on here. Okay, so as I type, this is changing. This is not what we want. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is not what we want. So what we can do first, let's look at the overall container, this one. Okay, what we are going to do with this container, let's go here, okay, which is on this content, the horizontal resizing. Let's make it fill the entire container, something like this. As you can see, now it's filling the entire container. And let's make also which one? Okay, let's click on it. Let's check here. Okay, this one is fills the entire container, and also the vertically. Okay, let's make it fill the entire container. As you can see, guys, it's filling the entire container. And then let's do this. Let's look at the padding. Okay, this is just an example. Okay, let's just click here. For instance, I'm gonna press shift. My apologies about that. I don't want that to be here. Okay, my apologies about that. I want this to be here. Okay, but it looks like, okay, this is just a sample, okay, of this gap. Okay, and then from then, this is the width of that. As you can see, this is 12. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the overall container. Okay, and I'm going to check the padding. Okay, padding, this is horizontal. Let's just put 12 here and see what will happen. As you can see, guys, now on this overall container, there is a gap of 12 here, and then let's also make a gap of 12 here. Okay, as you can see, So let's see, is this the same gap or does it look alike? Yes, it looks like it. Okay, it looks like it. And then obviously this color doesn't show up. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, now what I want to check is okay, this gap, okay, it's 12, and this gap it's 12. Okay, this side has moved a little bit to where we want it to be, but I don't think this icon did. You see this icon, it didn't move. Okay, so let's just get in here. Okay, let's just get in here. As you can see, there is also another element inside here. Okay, so what we are going to do with this element, let's make sure its width it fits the parent. Okay, as you can see guys, now once it fills the parent, it starts to move to here. Okay, but inside it there is also another layout, which is this one. Okay, as you can see, this one is still stubborn. Okay, it's still overlapping, not a problem. Let's go to this. Let's say it must fill the parent. As you can see now, this has moved. Okay, it started to move to give the same gap. Okay, started to give the same gap. Okay, so guys, I am happy with this execution. Okay, I'm happy, and this is more of a refined version. What else can we do from here? I'm happy with this. Okay, now what we want to do, as you can see, this was the original one and this is some sort of a refined one. So we need to make sure that we copy this so that we can recreate this as a refined version. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So what I'm going to do, before I change the color, I'm just going to copy and paste this. As you can see, here it is. And then let me come here. Okay, let me move this. First of all, okay, let me just let me take this one, the outs, nope. Okay, I want the outside frame, this one. Something is just not right. My apologies about that. Let me undo. Okay, I want to take this frame. Yes, this is what I want to do. Okay, want to take this frame and put it here. Okay, and then I want to copy it. As you can see, here is a copy. I'm happy with that. Let's change this background. Let me remove this. Let's change this background to white. Okay, as you can see guys. And then what I want to do, I want to use this copy, okay, to just recreate what we had here. The reason why we are removing this one is not a refined version. This one, it's a perfect refined version. So we can just come here and double click. Let's see when we are typing, is it going to move up and down? Okay, let's even test on this one first. Okay, let's see. As you can see guys, it's moving. This is not what we want. Okay, let's quickly fix that. So what we are going to do, we are going to go to not here. Okay, I want this element. Okay, let's see. How is this like, what can I say, how is this like, what is the gap, okay, or what's the technique between this gap? Okay, as you can see, it's 75. Okay, let's go to this and look at where is the 75? Here is the 75. Okay, so this is a solid number. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try auto. Okay, what auto means, as you can see guys, now this has moved to exactly where we wanted it to be. Now we are 100% sure that everything, the padding on this side and this side is equal. Okay, what does auto does? Okay, auto doesn't really put a number, a solid number. Let's say this was a stick. Okay, as you can see, a stick, it's more a solid thing. Okay, it pushes things to this side and this side, but now this one feels like a rubber band. Okay, something that is elastic. Okay, let's see when we are typing here what will happen to this. Okay, let's see. As you can see guys, now it doesn't move because of that auto layout. So let's just remove this one. My apologies for the redundancy, but I hope you are learning something. So this is our perfect component. Okay, this one, this is our perfect component. And the first thing that we want to do, we want to change the color. Okay, Let me make sure that I have clicked the right thing. We want to change the color to orange. I'm happy with that. And then let's change the text. Okay, I'm just double clicking sales today. Okay, happy with that. Let's double click on this. Let's change it to white. Okay, I hope you can see how easy it is now to create some sort of reusable components. Okay, okay, this looks like this, and here we want $120. $120. Why don't we just make South African rands? Okay, I'm in South Africa. Okay, so we use rands in South Africa. Okay, so here let's just type star. Okay, updated every order. Success. Okay, let me change this to white. Double click here, change this to white. Apologies about that. I can, let's see, I can double click on this one, remove this color and change this to white. Nope, not the outline, the fill color. Okay, the fill color, change this to white. Okay, remove this, the fill color, change it to this white. Okay, I'm not sure about you, but I'm happy with this. This is a perfect component. Okay, so we can take it, nope, not this one. We can take this frame, okay, and put it here. Fits perfectly. So now we've got two. Okay, from this white one we can create these. Okay, let's quickly do that. Don't mind much if you don't see the difference for now. You will see it now. So let's copy and paste this. Okay, and then let's try to create this. So here it's total earnings. Okay, total earnings, and we've got 81,020. Okay, and then here what's the percentage? More. Okay, 8.26. 8.26 more earnings than usual. More earnings than usual. I'm happy with that. Then let's just double click here and just change this to green. As you can see, guys, we are getting there. Let's just duplicate this. Meanwhile, we are here. Then paste this here. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then from there we can first of all change this component. I'm just double clicking, guys, and then we can change this to orange, as you can see, guys. And then these are visitor today. Okay, and then visitor today, I think it's still the same amount. Here it's just 3.06 more than usual. Okay, and then you can take this and then we'll put it here. Okay, now what we are going to do, let's just take these components, okay, the newly created components. Let me just make sure I'm highlighting the actual components. Okay, the actual components, these frames. Okay, take these out, all of them. I'm happy with this. Okay, now what I'm going to do, okay, I'm just going to create a white background for, in fact, not a white background. Okay, let's sample this color. Okay, this one. Sample this background color. Okay, as you can see, now let me send it to the back. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is how this is. Obviously this doesn't really what can I say, it's not like a high contrast, Okay, so for me, let me just add this gray a little bit. Okay, a little bit of it, just for us to see, okay, what's going on there. Okay, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to rely on auto layout to help me to space these. Okay, I'm going to press shift and click this one and press shift A just to create an auto layout. As you can see, these now are equal. Click here also and click here, press shift A. This is an auto layout. Let's see what is this gap. My apologies about that. This gap it's 21. Let's make also this gap 21. Okay, this gap is the same, not a problem. So that means we can take this and this, okay, and make shift A and auto layout. So we've just got these, okay, we've just got these, okay, we've just got these.